I am officially live. Alexa, volume 3. Alexa, volume 2. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. It is Thursday. I Can Coaching Real Talk Live. Y'all already know I got to start off with saying thank you, thank you, thank you for saying yes to you and the higher power for giving us the ability to wake up on this day. So I know it's been a minute since y'all saw me, especially my TikTok and my Instagram family. But I feel like anytime I come on, my intent is always to bring value. Before we get into all of the extras, I just want to say, listen, this is something that's needed. The motivating, the inspiring, along with giving a strategy on how to actually become and be and do better so that we can reach our highest form of prosperity. So look, all of us got a negative Nancy around us, right? Or that negative somebody that's in the circle that every time you say something positive, they gonna counter it with something negative. And think about what that does to you. See, oftentimes we don't even understand what's happening to us when it is happening. We confide and we trust and we consult with individuals at times that often hinder us from our highest form of prosperity. We stop and we halt ourselves and say, this person said maybe I should do this, or maybe they're thinking I'm not worthy of it because they got a little hating or jealousy spirit inside of their bones. Let me tell y'all something. If you stay in around shit enough, you gonna start smelling like it. And then you're not even gonna realize that the smell is on you until you encounter it in a situation where somebody bring it to your attention. So on this night, we're gonna help you get them negative Nancy's around you and teach you a strategy on how when it comes your way, you can actually remove it from you, from your mind, declutter it, and then get back on track on that thing you know you're supposed to be doing anyway. So before welcome. I see my people on here. I see my life coaches. Hey, tribe, ICC Strong. Yes. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Coach Toy. I'm the CEO and founder of ICC Life Coach Institute. I certify life coaches where one can specialize in any area that they choose. I help them build six-figure businesses, as well as I have an online business school with economical courses, literally $69 to help you with business planning, social media marketing, starting your business, coaching business, any type, you name it. iCanCoaching.com is where you can find it. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. You see, most people feel comfortable when they have a circle or somebody coddling them to give them that type of validation that they think they need to seek in order to be worthy. I don't think y'all heard what I just said. Most people want a circle and want a high five, a bump, and a wink from individuals in a circle for approval, even if it's something that they want to do in spite of if somebody disagrees with it. So we tend to say, if this person and that person, or if there's somebody in the circle that does not agree with my vision, then I'm gonna stop because it's not worth me doing it. Now, I know I can't be the only one that have experienced that. You talking to a friend, a kin, it can be your spouse, it can be your mom, it can be your husband, it can be your kid, it doesn't matter. Have you ever had a conversation with someone and the individual came to you, and when you started talking to them about it, they started to turn their noses up? They started to say, girl, that's gonna take too long. Girl, that's gonna cost too much money. If I know I can't be the only one. If that's you, I need you to type that's me in chat. I have experienced that. Say that's me in chat so I can know I am not in the room alone. So as you are telling this person about your vision, about your dreams, about your goals, they are giving you punch after punch after punch. And all of the information that they typically are feeding you is information that is conducive to the things that they can or cannot do. Now, let me unpack that for you. Speaking to someone about a relationship, for example, if you talk to somebody that is unhappy in a relationship, everything that you tell them about your relationship that's happy, for example, I'm getting married June 16th. So talking to an unhappy individual, oh, I don't know about marriage. You sure you want to get married? No, marriage ain't for everybody. Are you gonna get a prenup? I mean, all kind of crazy questions I got. Instead of them saying, you know what, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. People do it all the time. So me, I have mastered being in control of my own mind. I'll even unpack it a little bit more. I remember starting ICC Life Coach Institute, and I was dating this particular individual that I trusted. So as I was talking to this individual about my vision, it was kind of like, no, you don't need to start. I'm sorry, you don't need to get a globally accredited school. You just can do the life coaching school without the accreditation. Now, it knocked me in my gut because I'm thinking this is the individual who has my back, that's going to support my vision. But instead, I got the opposite. If you've gotten the opposite from somebody that you love and trust, then I want you to say that's me in chat. We're gonna talk about ourselves tonight before we get to a strategy. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because when that thing starts to show up, most people don't know what to do with it. They remain stuck and stubborn, and they stop just like I did. And now you going back to recalibrate the thing that you've already balanced for your vision, your goals, your life, your livelihood, based off of the opinions of someone else. We are not taught how to dig ourselves out of holes. The brain automatically protects us from things that are of the unknown. So we can't be mad at the individual for not understanding your POV, right? Not understanding your strategy, not understanding the thing that God has given to you, your higher power has given to you. Your plan and your livelihood, your destiny and desires have already been laid. It is somewhere in an escrow for you, just waiting on you to align with it. But let me tell you, you get in misalignment when you have a circle of individuals who are negative Nancy's. You will never, ever, ever get to your highest form of prosperity without having people around you who are smarter than you, who have more money than you, who have more knowledge than you, who have more resources than you, who have more connections than you, etc. Because what ends up happening, people will judge your situation based off of their own abilities. And it is the most unfair thing that one can do to themselves. You see, when it happened to me, it took me about 3 months. It knocked me all the way off kilter because I was trying to follow my heart instead of them coons, right? I ain't stay down long, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all, a moment of transparency. It took me like 3 months for me to get over that thing. But when I realized what was happening, I had to hurry up and get myself out of the situation. Not just for my business sake, but for my mental sake. Because the way people tend to do one thing is how they do everything. When you understand how the brain works, you got a conscious and you have a subconscious part of the brain. The subconscious part of the brain is like the hard drive of a computer. That's where all the information is stored that you encounter, what you see, what you hear, what you experience. All your experiences and all that stuff is stuck into your subconscious. The conscious part of your brain is the front part of your brain. That's the stuff you intentionally put in it. One is for storage, the other one is for what you put in it. Check this out. If you got a circle of negative people around you or negative things and you consistently unhappy, guess what you're going to eventually come? Because it will enter your soul just like smelling a Thanksgiving dinner or barbecue. Who'd have been to a, you ain't even got the neighborhood, you can pull up in the neighborhood. You don't even have to see the barbecue grill going, but your nose, like two cans stand, or find out where that barbecue grill is. And it'll enter your soul and make you hungry. That's exactly how negativity enters your spirit. Yeah, I said spirit. And it will sit there and it will create more negativity inside of you. Think about the things I learned when I understood. Number one, put this down, write this in chat. My vision is my vision. My vision is my vision. The reason why that is important is because whenever you go to the eye doctor, The eye doctor does not tell you to borrow a different set of eyes to do the examination on you. Somebody didn't catch that. When you go to the optometrist, doc does not say, I want to borrow somebody else's eyes so I can see how well you can see. So somebody write down, my vision is my vision. That's the first thing that I learned. When I understood that it was for me, I then started to seek individuals that could help me go to where I was trying to go, which was to get my school globally accredited, in spite of the negativity, in spite of the no's, in spite of the doubt that set up inside of me based off of someone else's opinion. Number two, be careful who you telling what to, because you don't know people's motives. People have different motives. Maybe it's something that they wanted to do and weren't able to accomplish. This specific individual, when I was going through my school accreditation stuff, you know what this person started doing? They started pulling out all types of workbooks and workshop stuff that they've created for an event that they had. Instead of rooting me on or validating what I was saying and supporting me, the competition started. If you're around somebody, when you start talking about your business, your dreams, your goals, your relationship, whatever that is for you, and they start comparing notes with you based off of what they've done or gonna do, cut it off. Them the wrong individuals. It's time to about face. That's number two. Be careful of who you tell what to. Number three, do not allow negativity to penetrate your power. Do not allow negativity to penetrate your power, because when you're knocked off kilter, it affects everything around you. Now you can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't think, and now you got to start all the way back over from square one. Most of the time, people don't pick up from where they left off at. So you have a responsibility to you, sweetheart, to keep that thing going regardless. You got to shake it off. Learn how to shake it off. I'm going to teach you a strategy on how to do that in just a second. So even when it gets hard, and even when it seems like it's unfair, you got to also recognize that it may just come from the person that you love the most that's supporting you the least. You got to be ready for that. Somebody typed in chat, I'm ready. You got to be ready for that, because at the end of the day, what Coach Toy gonna do is make sure that everything she does is positive. I don't do drama. It's a lot of platforms out here that every time you log onto it, it's a bunch of negativity. It's talking about feminine. It's talking about masculine. It's talking about women. It's talking about men. It's talking about relationships, all the stuff that don't matter. Ain't nobody trying to teach a strategy on how to become better. So I feel like as a servant leader, I have a responsibility to speak in such a way to where I can teach a strategy to help other individuals become better people. That's it. That's all. Again, not getting pulled down and drawn into the negativity. So one of the things that you can do to help get over negativity, y'all, this is so funny. Y'all know that TikTok that went by, we said, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it, to have the conversation with. Number one. Number two, y'all got to learn how to clear the chatter inside of your head. So let me give you a strategy. So a way to clear the chatter and the negative thinking inside of your head, you have to declutter. So all decluttering mean is, and I'm going to do it to you right now. You know how you stop in the middle of your day to watch this live. I'm pretty sure moments before that, you were doing something else. So I want y'all to think about Christmas right now. Think about your favorite Christmas experience you've ever had. I mean, the food, the fun, the company, the gifts. I want you to think about that. Go right there. And I want you to let that marinate for a minute. So after you go there, let's go to the 4th of July. hear the booms and the bangs and the screams from the fireworks and the kids running around and just the family doing the Soul Train line. We like to dance in our family. Go there. Stay there for a minute. And lastly, I want you to turn up for your birthday. Go to the spot on your birthday where you go to that memory, where you having a good time. I mean, you got your drink in your hand. You done waste a little bit on the floor. You done dropped it like it's lukewarm because y'all know we older now. So we got to do it a little different than we used to. I want you to go there. What you just experienced was your mind going from one place to the other, to the other, to the other. What that does is to show you how to be in the now. Y'all, we got to learn how to be in the now and stop being frustrated and pulled into things that don't have nothing to do with the moment. So take your mind, number one, somewhere else. Somebody type in chat, take my mind somewhere else. You just did it. Number two, sometimes you got to physically move. If you are in a situation where you are down, you got these negative thoughts going on inside of your head, you feel like you can't stop it, this is how you make it stop, with physically moving. If it's in proximity with somebody, get out the way. Literally get out of that room altogether. Go somewhere else. Go to your car. Go outside and walk. I don't care what you got to do. Go to the park. It doesn't matter. Go to the grocery store. I don't care. Physically move yourself. And sometimes it just might be you in a funk. So another way of physically moving is exercise. Turn your music on. Dance. Twerk it out. Two-step it out. I don't care what you do. That's a way that you can physically move to get yourself back on track. Number three, learn the power of pausing. The power of pausing is very powerful. What that means is sometimes you just got to sit in gratitude. The power of pausing to say, you know what, I'm going to sit right here, right now, just to be grateful for what I've accomplished, grateful for what's coming down the pipe, grateful for this moment that I have. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for my mind. I'm grateful for my hands. I'm grateful for my toes. I'm grateful for my edges. I'm grateful for this relationship I have. I'm grateful for this money that I'm making. I'm grateful for this tribe. You got to say and keep saying, I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for, until you start feeling it. I mean, I want all the way through it. So when you start to declutter, physically move, and start saying, I'm grateful for, that's a strategy on how to overcome negativity inside of yourself, being in the now to move on. So think about, who would you be if you use the strategy to keep you happy and positive? Who would you be if you start reaching out to other individuals who are truly, genuinely interested in the thing that you say you want to accomplish for yourself? Reach out to somebody that want to clap for you, somebody that wants to sit and run and stand beside you, hold your hand, show you the ropes. That's all I do. You can Google me. I'm in 9 countries in 31 states today. You can Google me. Everything I say in terms of helping individuals start businesses, become life coaches, speaking engagements, workshops, retreats, Google me. Everything I'm preaching and teaching, I do. And that's another thing. Don't stop letting people tell you that they do some stuff and can help you and they don't have any social proof. That's an automatic sign that they're with the sugar honey iced tea. So you got to be mindful of your choices as well. It ain't all about them. Now I'm gonna get on y'all. It's about you too. Make different and better choices for you, because ultimately that's who it's about. So when you find yourself in a situation and you just want to I just want to accomplish this goal. Oh my God, I want to make 6 figures. Oh my God, I want to lose this weight. Oh my God, I want to have this baby. Oh my God, I want this relationship to be better. You got to start planting positive seeds. Because if you want all of those things, you cannot plant a watermelon seed and expect watermelons not to grow. You can't plant an orange seed and say, I want a watermelon fruit. It's not going to happen. You can't plant a strawberry seed but you want oranges to grow. You got to plant the seed that you want to grow and eliminate the bullshit. Y'all playing. You got to start eliminating the BS and start fertilizing your ground with the things around you that match your mission. When you start putting things around you that match your mission, automatically your stock goes up. I want your stock to go up, not just financially, but physically and your mental health. A lot of people get it twisted when we think about self-care versus self-love. Self-care, I'm gonna give it to you. Hold on. I have a question. I'm proud of my success. Go ahead. Ask your question, TikTok. You got to be careful with that because it's so many people. Hold on, I'm waiting on the TikTok question. Y'all got questions before I move on because I'm getting ready to end. Hold on. Hey, Coach. I see some of my coaches on here. Hey, Sean. Hey, Coach. This is awesome. Take my mind somewhere. I know that's right. They own it. They are on it on Facebook. I appreciate y'all. So go ahead and ask your question. Black Global News. He said his business was successful, but I'm trying to get to the question that he was asking. So it's a lot of people get it twisted about self-care and self-love, right? When you think about self-care, that is going to get your nails done, your hair done, massages, you might meditate or whatever that thing is, right? But when you think about self-love, that's when you truly focusing on you. That's when you take your mind and you declutter. That's when you start setting boundaries and telling people no. That's when you start going off of your own opinion and not really worried about others. That's when you start telling people, you know what? I'm not going to allow you to do this to me anymore. I'm taking a stance. You got to take a stance on what you believe in. You have to take a stand on the thing that you want because ain't nobody else going to do it for you. So on that note, I just want to come on here and say, listen, I love what I do. I love Tribe. I love motivating. I love speaking. I love certified life coaches. You can literally turn your passion into profit. My website is www.icancoaching.com, where you can get your life coaching certification as well as some economical online business courses such as business planning, social media marketing, branding, how to build a business, etc., etc., etc. That's on the website. It's several courses on there. I'm not gonna go through all of them. But at any rate, on that note, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to get off of here. Y'all go out there and change the world, make some money doing it. Tell them Coach Toy sent you. I'm gonna actually do after I get off of here. I'm gonna log back on to Facebook because maybe I can cut it. Maybe I can stay on and I just cut. How about that? Yeah, I'll just do that. So I want to see if anybody got any questions. I'm gonna close it out though, so that when I cut it, it'll be done here. It won't go all the way to the end. So go out there and change the world and make some money doing it. Tell them Coach Toy sent you. Remember along the way not to let anything control your mind, mood, or money. So in chat, do y'all have any questions before I jump off of here? Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, groups, where y'all at? I got to log on from my phone. Anybody? Anybody home? All right. So now this is the backstory. That was for my footage, y'all. So check this out. Now we in the real talk session. Now, it's difficult whenever you have individuals, especially that's in the family or that's close to you, that's a negative Nancy. Because no matter what you do, no matter how happy you are about whatever, they find a way to stretch their lips as long as the highway 47. You got to remove yourself from them too. They the first ones that's got to go. I see my people. Hey, Coach Sylvia. Okay, I'm fine. You got to remove them first. They got to be the first ones to go. Because honestly, I remember y'all, and I'm sure we all have experienced that because we want our people to support us, but y'all got to start spending some money to help support yourselves. And I'm speaking to me too. So that's what I had to do. People ask me oftentimes, how do you how do you how did you become successful? How did you get a global tribe, right? And so the main thing for me was I can remember talking to CJ, and this is actually in my book. My book will be launched soon. So I can remember saying, I feel like I plateaued. How many people feel like they plateaued? I've been there, done that, t-shirt and that. And he was like, how do you feel like you plateaued and you got the whole world wide web out here? Why you ain't on the internet? Why you ain't handling your business and you using your resources? Oh, I just put this all off, y'all. I didn't realize we had to go. They don't have to be here. So how do you say you hadn't gone global yet? If you are somebody in business and you're not getting enough customers, you got to get in front of some more people. You got to get some booths at some of these events. You got to jump on some of these people's lives. You got to start collaborating and supporting other individuals who support you. Meaning, I would love for y'all to share this live too. My goal is 10 shares on this live. So anyway, you got to start sharing your expertise and collaborating with individuals that have the same type of audience that you are targeting. So what does that mean? Y'all know Nike, for example. Say you somebody, you coming out with some shoestrings that glow in the dark. I'm just throwing something out there. Well, Nike sells shoestrings, but Nike don't sell shoestrings that glow in the dark, right? So what you do is you go pitch and you collaborate with Nike so that you can get your shoestrings in the Nike store. Now, you ain't even really done a lot of work. But Nike got millions and millions and millions of followers, or thousands and thousands in the area that's coming in and out of the stores in Memphis. Guess what? Now the audience coming in there to get shoes is something for the shoe. You ain't competing. You just adding on to it. You bringing value. Take your stuff to Nike. Stop coddling, your business so much to where you're afraid to expand. You're not going to grow if you don't go along with the right people. For me, I'm looking for individuals who have tribes to be on my lives on Facebook, who has a minimum of 10,000 followers, which is not a lot. 10,000 followers that's either coaches, therapists, servant leaders, pastors, first ladies, anybody that's in that realm to start collaborating with for my lives. I'm starting it up again too, where you can come in and be a guest on the show, but you will be handpicked. So the point that I'm making is, y'all, we got to get in front of more people. And we clock in for work Monday through Friday, whatever hours they give us, and work our asses off to ensure that we do a great job for the company. You got to start putting that same great job mentality, time, energy, and effort into your own business. That's the reason why so many people run in the rat race. Tax time that came out, I guarantee you, a lot of people say, oh, I'm going to get this amount of money back in taxes, but they only invest an inkling in the thing that they should be investing in, which is themselves, so that you can stop running the rat race. Stop living check to check. That ain't no fun. I would be devastated if I had to wait until I got paid to put food on the table. I would be devastated if I had to wait till I got paid in order for me to go to a concert or something that I would enjoy. I would be devastated if my baby said, Mama, I need some new clothes, or my shoes too little for me, or whatever the case may be, and I had to wait till the next check. All 2023, we're going to normalize not waiting on the next check. Now, you're going to sacrifice something when you start a business. You're going to sacrifice a lot of money and time, but I'm telling y'all, stay with it. I went from a class that was $299 to $995 by getting accredited. Y'all know how much of a raise that was for me by me investing in myself. Somebody do the math. Do $299 times 20. Then I want you to do $995 times 20. Do the math. I invested in me. You got to invest in you. Do not take that tax money and blow it. You better get you a certification. You better get you some products. You better get you some services. You better get you some stuff you can write off on your taxes, because them kids gonna get grown. When them kids get grown, a lot of y'all ain't gonna have nothing and nobody to carry. So stop fighting over the kids and get you a business for tax write-offs so you can continue to create a legacy and secure your livelihood so you can put your middle finger up in the air to the boss man, to the company. But you got to create some type of business and a strategy in order for you to do it. Somebody said, I'm about to cry. Don't cry, Brittany. I'm just saying, not working. I'm telling you, like, for real, y'all, it's real out here. It's more people out here, guys, that's struggling than striving. It really is. So you got to decide, am I going to struggle or am I going to strive? I'm going to strive by any means necessary. You need to strive by any means necessary. So what if you can't go to Dubai this year? So what if you can't go to the club next week? So what if you can't buy a new outfit for Christmas? So what? Take that money, reinvest it into what you need so that you can secure your livelihood. The goal is to put at least $20,000 into your savings account. If you're at 3 months worth of bills, whatever that is for you. I personally didn't stop saving until I got to a year's worth of my bills in my savings account. The reason for that is with this economy and everything is so crazy and it's so fickle, you never really know, right? So for me, that was it for me. But 20,000 is a start. With a business, shoot, you can get that back on one tax return if you know what you're doing. Legitimately, you can, because the government has given us a right to do so. As an employer, you have access to over 438 deductions. Use them. As an employee, only 8. And it go down to like 7 when the kid's gone. What you gonna do when the baby's gone? So my whole thing is, every time y'all see me live, I'm gonna try to give y'all something personally, on the personal side for personal development as well as business development. Because I made a video on my first workshop that I did at the Memphis Hilton, and I said every time I get on live, I'm gonna make sure I do something to help elevate our people to the next level. Share this live to help someone else. I've invested in so much, but my consistency has blown my chances. I feel defeated. Let me tell you something, Cameron. Yana means you are not alone. You done touched my soul with that. I'm gonna tell you why I said that. And this is a moment of transparency. I have been blessed financially tremendously. But I'm going to tell you something about comfort zone. And I'm going to tell you something about investing, Carmen. Let me see. Let me make sure I say Carmen. I'm sorry. I said it wrong at first. Consistency and persistency is the key. You have not arrived just because you got an LLC. You have not arrived just because you got a business started. You got to put yourself on a schedule, Cameron, so that you can put yourself with a duplicatable system and process with a time limit and frame to it so that you can stay consistent. The way that you create consistency, Brittany, is so that when you come home, I've got something called Workout Wednesdays. On Workout Wednesdays, I go over all my business stuff. So I'm blocking out 3 hours, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And I got it in sections. I jam it out. What does jam it out mean? So I already have my outline. All right. So for this first hour, I'm focusing on what I'm going to talk about on my lives. What information that is. So I'm getting all that together. On this second hour, okay, my marketing and branding for my school, right? How am I going to get more students enrolled into ICC Life Coach Institute? So whatever that marketing plan is for that, boom. And then the last hour is just in case I need more time on either or. So I work on 2 things at a time. That's how you become consistent. Because think about it. When you first started working that job that you're on, it was a new habit you had to create, right? So hold on, my daughter calling. And I gotta answer her call. She done called me twice.
Are you at the house?
I am. I'm on live. What you need?
I'm finna come.
Okay, come on.
Okay.
All right. That's okay. Y'all know my mama first. So you got to start creating a system so that you can become more consistent, because anybody can do anything one time. You got to get in this. Just think about when you start working out. Oh, you're like, oh, I don't really want to work out. Oh, I don't want to work out. Oh, I don't want to not eat this pizza. I had pizza today, right? So when you start working out, you get into the groove. But keep in mind, when you first start working out, them muscles gonna be sore. So get ready for some muscles to be sore. Say, get ready. You gotta type get ready in the chat. Get ready for my muscles to be sore. Because that's what's gonna happen. Because it's something new, it's something different to the body, to the mind. And then you keep on doing it. Now all of a sudden it's like, oh, I got to hurry up and get home because at 7:30 is when I got to do my workout. So now the brain saying this is something familiar to me. And then it'll get to a point to where the brain says, this is who we are. I eat like the gym rats. I eat how people get 6-packs. I eat how they build 6-figure businesses. So you got to get into it. You got to start creating a new habit of consistency. So if you are investing in things that have not worked out for you, it's time for you to stop doing that. Or start to grow the things that you've invested in. A lot of times we have great ideas. Everybody has $1 million idea. I mean, everybody on this earth has had $1 million idea that went past them. I'm gonna tell y'all about my first $1 million idea. Back in 2000, actually, 99, 2000, I was pregnant with my son, Tyler. So I actually, when I got out the hospital from having him, y'all know that belly band thing, that back brace thing that they put on our stomachs after we have babies. I squares my stomach all the way back like this. And even to this day, I'm 40 now with no stomach. So I'm saying, I literally squares my stomach back. I had a waist trainer. Had no idea that that's what I was doing. Had I known what I had, I could have had $1 million idea. I'm going to tell y'all another thing I did. And I had created about 10 years, about 15 years ago, y'all. I still got the business plan. It was called Home Express. Home Express was a business just like Uber. The difference between mine and Uber Eats is it was targeting the elderly population, where I would go grocery shopping, or I would buy a fleet of vehicles and go grocery shopping for them and then get paid a service fee. And then Uber Eats come out. DoorDash come out. You see what I'm saying? Stop sleeping on your vision. You got to stop sleeping on it. You're welcome. All right. So let me see. Make sure I ain't missed nothing nobody has said on here. All right. On that note, y'all, I'm hot and my baby getting ready to come home. So I got to get in mama mode. I will be back next Thursday to talk to y'all a little bit more. Tonight has been awesome to me. I hope it was awesome to you guys. If y'all want to see me back next week, say we want to see you back. Put next week in chat if y'all want to see me next week, because I need to make sure somebody want to hear it before I jump my tail on here and ain't nobody on the live. I'm just playing. So anyway, y'all have a good night. If you want to get certified as a life coach, ICCLifeCoachInstitute.com. It's on the screen. If you need help building your business, go straight on to iCanCoaching.com. The business tools are on there. $69, full courses. So anyway, let me see who's somebody saying something in the comments. I want to make sure I ain't missing nobody. Yeah, Coach said ICC strong. Yes, we got to come on in the room. Come on in the room. Y'all know that's how I call the students back to class. When they be like, in the room. Okay. I'm quit tripping. All right, y'all, on that note, good night. Love, peace, and hair grease. No, it ain't gonna be tomorrow, Brittany. I'm coming back on next Thursday at 7:30. Now, I will tell y'all this. My wedding is in June. So June gonna be kind of tricky. So I might have to pre-record it or whatever. Because, yeah, but I'm gonna still do it. Anyway, on that note, go out there and change the world. Make some money doing it. Tell them Coach Toy sent you. And remember not to let anything control your mind, mood, or money. Looking forward to you joining the ICC Life Coach Certification Tribe. The next class is in May. On that note, good night. How do I stop the live on StreamYard? There we go. Ian Bright.